The Boys, Season 5, Episode 2, and this episode didn't realize Ashley was going to turn into Professor Quill in the upcoming Harry Potter TV show reboot that HBO is making. I mean, clearly Ashley, addition. Like, I get it. Not many people have, like, a face at the back of their head. Didn't, naturally, not a knee-jerk thing, not a weird requirement, but, who knew? Someone's going method here. Someone is going method with getting cast as Professor Quill. I mean, naturally, I think the knee-jerk reaction to all of it is we all thought, okay, she can hear thoughts, even her own. She can even hear the voice of her own thoughts. And we all thought, okay, that's what it is. But no, it's the boys, so it has to be something weird and creepy and all that kind of stuff. Now, this whole episode is about, that they've been talking about this virus, but they need to know if this virus even works. What is even how does it work? What are the dangers of it? Is it just harmful to humans? Is it going to kill all soups? Like, what is the situation? And so they have to test it. So they go to this, like, fancy, I don't know, this, like, frat house for TikTokers for soups, and they're planning to kill this one called Hard Rock, who's I assume is meant to be a piss take on the Thing, the Fantastic Four character. I assume it's them taking the piss take over that character, because what the hell else that's meant to be? And of course he's made out of lava, and of course they had to make this whole thing that because Hard Rock has apparently let himself go, so he is like a massive, like, stone guy. I don't know how to put it. And you're thinking, okay, it's just rocks. No, it's jizz, but because he's lava, his jizz is lava, so he's in a way covering rocks, but it's also his jizz. I mean, the boys. We're gonna miss you with this gone. I mean, sure, we got Vought Wising, we got also that other one, The Boys Mexico. As I think it's still the working title for that one. But like the insanity that's happening with the show, oh my god. Now, also the whole thing is we got the introduction of Jason Ackles as Soldier Boy, and who of course was a piss take of Captain America. The whole concept of what if Captain America was the family member with some questionable opinions. What if Captain America, Steve Rogers, was your bigoted asshole person, family member that you all have to go, Christmas and New Year's, I can handle for 2 weeks. I can handle for 2 weeks. 3 weeks, I might lose myself. And go ape shit. But, he's being frozen, Soldier Boy is being frozen, Homelander, it feels, unfreezes him. Of course, Soldier Boy couldn't help but be like, did you fuck me? It's like, no. Yeah, well, it's just kind of interesting. I'm like, dude, this is Amazon. It's not HBO. Okay? That's more like Game of Thrones shit. That's the interesting, it's more of a Game of Thrones thing. The boys won't even go that far into it. We're gonna have Lord Sausage, and we're gonna Hero Gas as a termite, but we are not going to have that. That's one step we will not go. But what Homeland basically says is, hey, can you find essentially the boys? Can you kill them for me? And so the boys like, yeah, sure. Fuck Billy Butcher and all that kind of stuff. I can't do it, Jason Ackles person. I can't do it. I can't do it. But and then what you have in this episode is confirmation, but also having a lot of like character development, with knowing that in the context of the show that these characters haven't met, the boys haven't bumped into each other since a year. So there's a lot of things, and because relationships, like romantic relationships, have been formed through the 5 seasons, there's a lot of we haven't seen each other for a long time. Changes. I mean, Starlight is very different than what she was in season 4. So Hughie is a little bit what's this? What's going to happen? Is she going to turn into someone like Butcher? Is that going to be a situation? You have Akinomo, who are finally together, and they're the new couple. You know that feeling where your friends, or your friend has just entered into a relationship, and they're just so in love that mode. They're in love that mode, and they're making out with each other, and they're looking in each other's eyes and all that kind of stuff, and you're hello, we got shit to do. Hello, hey, the world, it ain't just 2 people on this earth. Hello. Because anywhere they go, they're making out. Outside the sex scene, you got them making out before heading to the Harwox's house, and then they go make out some more. before it's hey, we need to go and get this virus done. I mean, so it is kind of, but again, it falls on characters. Also, the situation of there's 2 characters in the boys, in the group, that are Supes. So there's a whisk that we might say goodbye to Starlight and Kiramo, just because the Supes are not around anymore. And to kill Homelander, we need to kill everyone else. So we got that. Anything else strange that happened in this show, in this episode, worth mentioning? Oh yeah, Furball, Catwoman. Somehow, she's literally a cat. And also, Westing people were also doing sponsorship. Which is kind of weird. I was yeah, probably would go. If you're a TikToker, but also Westing people, it's probably the way you go. I thought you might do, your sponsorship later, but anyway. And that, but yeah, this episode is pretty good. I mean, it's, the whole thing, best season yet. I won't lie, this might be the best season yet. By these 2 episodes, of knowing I'm that guy who's hey, I like watching the show, but I still, each episode I'm oh, they could have done this and this better and this better, this better. So far, I'm go forward, go all that kind of stuff, and that. Plus, still, Kiramo cursing like a sailor. I mean, and she still does the hand movement thing. She still does sign language. But she, with sign language. And that, but clearly they're having fun on the concept of, if you are as foul-mouthed as you were, as if a character who was a mute for a good chunk of the block, at least at the beginning of the season, and all suddenly they start to talk, they probably are going to just say every word 6 million times and have to learn this, and they're having no filter and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, also Homelander. He's why does everyone leave me? And it's dude, yeah, he feels abandonment issues, even though, anyway. But somehow, Soulja Boy is still alive. So my guess, the idea is, it can kill less power Supes, but it can't full on kill full Supes. Maybe? It can kill the the guy who can fly, who decided to drop Huey off the ground, but clearly clearly maybe someone like Soldier Boy, someone like Homelander, maybe the virus can't actually kill them yet. Maybe it needs something a little bit more stronger, and all that. But we got 6 episodes left. We got 6 more hours. Whew. It's gonna be hectic. But good luck, brand new Professor Quill. Good luck.